An uninterrupted line of communication between truck and base is critical for fire and rescue officers. Yet mobile not spots, where there is little or no signal, can still seriously jeopardise the work of emergency crews. Manx Telecom, a service provider from the Isle of Man, is working on a solution: the world's first mobile service to seamlessly switch between multiple cellular networks and satellite, as Donna Bernard reports.
Driving around in the countryside is usually a relaxing affair, unless you need a dependable phone signal. According to recent research compiled by Ofcom, around a fifth of the UK's landmass is made up of coverage black spots, or not spots. And they're not confined to rural areas. Communications provider Manx Telecom pride themselves on being able to provide flexible mobile coverage wherever you are.
Manx Telecom have discovered that over a third of us have issues with phone coverage at least a few times a month, with a surprising number of not spots in urban areas.
As they're based on the Isle of Man and not part of the mainland, that means they have their own roaming agreements with each operator. Their SIM cards allow users to connect to any available network.
Manx Telecom solved the issue of not spots with a number of products. One of those is Chameleon, which has been in the market for several years. This product enables users to access multiple networks in the UK, and ensuring them that they have coverage across all networks and wherever there is mobile coverage at any moment in time.
Our SIM cards, because we're not part of the UK, allow you to roam on any of the networks available. So that means that if you occasionally have a blip with one operator, or there's potentially an area where there's no coverage, we give you the best chance of getting that connection.
So I'm now driving in your typical rural not spot. On this phone, no service whatsoever. On that phone, I've got a clear signal using Manx technology.
This reliability is essential for the fire service, who've been Manx customers for many years now.
It's critical for the emergency services to have connectivity, either whilst on the move, on the way to an incident or a job, and also when they get somewhere. It could be remote, it can be rural, and the ability to coordinate back to the headquarters or to other ancillary services is absolutely essential that they have that connection.
Ruggear UK regularly supplies reinforced handsets to a range of industries and agencies, including the fire service, and are familiar with the problems of poor connectivity.
Well, our fire service clients, as you can imagine, need to have coverage. They need to be able to make a phone call. And when they go into not spot areas, it can become a huge problem.
Manx Telecom are in development with technology partners including Globalstar, a satellite communications provider, to combine terrestrial mobile networks and satellite communications in a single device. Users will simply be able to connect on Wi-Fi with their existing phones.
Emergency services require critical connectivity. They require connections to command and control centres, to HQ, to coordinate responders. And we know that mobile networks, not all of them, provide coverage everywhere, anytime. So combining satellite technology with mobile ensures that they always have access for comms on the move in particular, not just a static location.
So the Manx Telecom SIM allows them to make a phone call as long as there is a mobile phone coverage in the area. Now, if there isn't a mobile phone coverage, then it will use the magic box, if you will, which pings up the call to a satellite. So with Manx Telecom and the box, they can make a phone call wherever, which is a huge asset to them.
We believe the next move is to have satellite as your backup option. Now, there are standalone satellite services at present, but bringing this into the mix with mobile just means that you don't have to worry about what that connectivity method is. You're always going to be able to get a connection wherever you are.
Whatever the problems facing the fire service in the future, with this new technology, being in contact during life or death situations won't be one of them.